What up, party people? What up, y'all? Give YouTube a little time to put the algorithm to notify y'all as if they will. We know how these niggas be doing at BitchTube. We know how they be doing. Nigga. What up, y'all? Was that Frank Wright? Frank White, excuse me. What's up, y'all? Jason Lewis, Garnett Davidson, Clinton Donaldson. What is that? Nylax Sin, Ellen. What up? What's that? Canadian? Little Goddess, what up, girl? Thank you for sending me all your stuff. What up? I am Maze. Hodges, what up, what? Queen T. What was that? Nalise Supreme, more clarity. Jasmine. Nick Alejandro. Mrs. Jamie, what up, everybody? I know a lot of y'all been waiting on me to do this shit since I already know. Been getting too many damn emails and comments about what's going on. I already know. Y'all ain't have to send me that stuff. I appreciate it, but y'all already know the universe is downloading me with what the fuck is going on. Y'all already know what's happening. So we gonna see if we can maneuver around this algorithm today and talk some stuff. So there's a lot of stuff I ain't gonna be able to say, just so y'all know. Y'all already know. Or my allegedly button is gonna be on overload during this damn broadcast. So you might want to press record, because who knows what they're gonna do with this recording after I finish. You don't know. But we gonna see what's happening. We gonna see what's up. Because apparently there's dragon spit in the cupcakes. What the fuck? We gonna talk about that later though. First, I want to give a shout out to everybody who's been hitting up the Know Your Rights Foundation as volunteers. We appreciate you guys. Keep it coming. The organization is building. You know, sorry, as Black Lives Matter is going down like this, we moving up like this. That's how it's supposed to go. But we not coming asking you for anything. We coming to give you something. If you want to donate and help us do that, that's great. Go over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org and donate. But we need volunteers. We need you to volunteer to learn. We trying to teach you the law. We coming giving you the law, knowledge. We coming giving you information. So if you're willing to receive this information and then go out and spread this information after we have entrusted this into you, and entrusted you with this information, then come on over to Know Your Rights Foundation right here, .org, and volunteer. We appreciate everybody who's been doing it so far. Thank you guys. We will be building this organization to be too big to fail. That's what we getting to. Too big to fail. Black Lives Matter had all this goddamn fake power for all this goddamn thing. They had all this power they could have used and did all this shit with. They had people shaking in their boots whenever they heard BLM. Now, they a piece of shit. They scraping BLM off their shoe like, nigga, the fuck is this shit? So, let's get a real organization too big to fail. All right? Something that knows the law and knows your rights. So, appreciate everybody who's been doing it. Second thing, I want to shout out to Bill Sauce. Bill Sauce, man, he hooked me up. Bill, if y'all don't know about Bill Sauce, Bill Sauce is the black-owned hot sauce company. Shout out to Bill Sauce. We promote them on the Zoe Show. If y'all don't watch the Zoe Show, y'all need to watch me on the Zoe Show every Monday morning at 11 a.m. Well, I get there about 11:30, me and Tight Top, but it starts at 11. But Bill Sauce, y'all can see this the schmuckatelli, y'all. This is the one. I love them all. All of them are great. You got the Sergeant sauce. That's the medium hot. So the Schmuckatelli is the mild. It's this, but it tastes insane on everything. This is Schmuckatelli with just a little more kick to it. Right there, as y'all can see, I'm sucking this on down. See what he did? I ordered some and he hooked me up, man. I gave my mom and pops one. My mom and my stepdad went, man, they is tripping. They loving it. So, man, shout out to Bill Sauce, the Smuckatelli right there. And oh, this the super hot. This is the gunny fire. Y'all like hot ones type of hot. Y'all go get the gunny fire right there. So like I said, shout out to my man at the Bill Sauce. Appreciate you for hooking me up. As y'all can see, this is let me show you the real one I'm working on. This is the second one. this is the second joint right here. This is almost gone. So I will be opening this later on today. But shout out to Bill Sauce. You go to Bill's. Let me give you the right one right here. It is billsauce.com. That is billsauce.com if you want to hook up with the Bills. That's BEALESAUCE sauce.com or sauce, but billsauce.com. Go hook up the brother. That is a melanated owned hot sauce company. Let's get them up. Let's see if we can get them on hot ones. If we can get Bill Sauce on hot ones, that'd be the shit right there. He blow up. Let's see if we can submit all of this, submit his stuff to hot ones and see if we can get him in there. However we got to do it. If we got to play the race card, we got to play the race. Hey, man, this is a black-owned hot sauce company, brother. You need to get us on hot ones, brother. You need to promote. Hey, we got to do that. We got to do that shit. But another one, I want to say shout out to Total Package Energy. My boy, Total Package Energy. This stuff works. I'll be using this when there's so much stuff going on, doing so much stuff with Know Your Rights Foundation and everything. Right now, a lot of energy gets sucked out of the body, so we got to put a lot of this back in. So right here, this is Total Package Energy. Go look them up. Another melanated owned company. This is natural. This stuff is better than 5 hour energy and all the rest of that stuff you put in your body. Natural stuff goes into the bloodstream real quick. As soon as you take it, it's boom. You like, hey, what's happening? And it's not you're not a jittery type of up. You just up. You just up, ready to do stuff. You're like, hey, what's next? What we doing? Huh? What we doing? We ain't doing nothing? Well, fuck y'all, nigga. I'm about to find somebody who's doing something. That's what you like when you're on here. Also, they got vitamin orange chicken, as Timmy Tight Top like to say, and B12. So you better get your body up and order the total package. We've been talking about this for a minute. I called it total crack juice, called all kind of stuff. Not crack juice, but it really keeps you up. It really helps you. And it doesn't give you a jittery type of up. It just keeps you, you're up. All right, so make sure you take this in the daytime, not at night, because you won't go to sleep. All right. So, right, a shout out to them. Thank you, brothers, for sending me and hooking me up with your stuff. So, and then also I wanted to say, some people were hitting me up about, because I told you guys that you need to diversify your money right now, just in case they hit this cyber attack and you're not able to pull money out of the bank. So everybody should you should be on your silver right now. Everybody should be on your silver, gold, do whatever you got to do. Get your silver, gold coins, diversify, crypto. So if you need silver, I told you can get it from Dr. G. A lot of people though, they couldn't find the link to Dr. G, so you can get it at Get Paid More, MOOR. Get Paid More. You're the more. Getpaidmore.com. All right, so that's how you can, and they got silver, gold, and stuff like that. I would get it all from support the melanated companies, but an alternative, if you're looking for alternative place another place that I did was moneymetals.com, but I would go to Dr. G, but Money Metals is also a good place in case you're trying to you want to just shop around just a little bit. But Dr. G, hit up Dr. G, please, at Get Paid More. You're the more. Getpaidmore.com. All right? And hook it up. Make sure just, again, diversify, man. Get your stuff. And if you get crypto, make sure you put it on an external wallet, a crypto external wallet. Do not keep your cryptocurrency online. You will get it snatched. They will snatch it right out your damn soul. So make sure you get an external wallet so you can put your money on. And so if anything ever happens, that crypto is on that. This is the only place it is. It's on this external wallet. If anything goes down, I got it right here. But if this goddamn wallet it falls into a tab of acid, your ass is broke. So just make sure You keep that wallet safe. All right, y'all. So real quick, we're gonna knock out a couple of things. So you guess you heard about your boy Elon Musk. Elon Debo. I like to call him Elon Debo Musk. Oh, who was that? Roger Roach always hooking me up. Thank you, brother. Elon Debo Musk. He done came through just pimp slapping fools at Twitter. He came through just pimp slapping people. And a lot of people don't know, well, you can't trust a billionaire. You don't know what's going on. So if you don't know, Elon, just real quick to recap, so in case people, this is a new video, new information to people. Elon put in a bid about a week and a half ago. Actually, he bought stock, became the biggest stockholder in Twitter about a week and a half ago. Then the Twitter board said, all right, hey, homie, you can be on the board if you don't buy any more, if you don't go past 15%. Who was that? Beverly A. Briscoe, appreciate you. What you were reaching? Oh, I couldn't read what you were saying. I appreciate you. I'll read it in the text later. But so the board came and said you can basically be on the board if you don't buy over 15%, 14.9%. Basically, holding him to a certain level so that he can't take control over the company. So basically, it was also they can keep him quiet. Because if you're part of the board, then you can't say anything that's detrimental to the company, because you have a fiduciary duty to the stockholders to keep the stock either at the current level or actually to boost the stock, really. You're really supposed to boost the stock at all costs. So he can't say anything that's detrimental to Twitter, especially him being Elon, anything he says, moves markets, period. And this funny thing, anything he says be moving markets, and he said in an interview yesterday, he just be on the toilet tweeting and shit. Like, who was that? Viva El Jungo? Oh, I hope that's how you say it. Appreciate you. But he just be on the toilet Twitter just tweeting. And that should be moving markets, making billions, right? So they told him you couldn't do it, that he couldn't say anything negative about Twitter. So he goes, what? I can't say what? All right, then peace out. So the dude at Twitter, the head of Twitter, the CEO, he basically comes out and was like, yeah, it was a mutual understanding that, it's a great idea that he not be on the board. We still welcome him as a stockholder and all this. Basically, Elon in that conversation was like, what you say, bitch? I can't do what? I can't say what the hell I want to say? All right, then, take me off the board. Fuck you. I'm about to buy this bitch. And he probably hung up on him and was like, bye. So, boom, within the next few days, he issues the offer. Now he buying Twitter. Yesterday, he issues the offer to buy Twitter, right? Twitter market cap. Y'all don't know, market cap is the total value of a company on the stock market, right? So the total market cap of Twitter was anywhere between 35 and 40 billion. Really, so when he made the offer, it was 35 billion. So he comes in, he says, yeah, I'm gonna give you 43 billion. That's way more that's 54% more than where the stock was when I bought it, and 18% higher than it was after people found out that I bought it, right? So he's like, and then not to mention, Twitter in the last 2 years has only made $350 million in profit. Meaning they don't make money. For a company that's worth $40 billion, you're supposed to be pulling in billions of dollars per year in revenue, but they're not. So in the last 2 years, only $350 million, that's like fucking BET. They doing BET money. So BET ain't worth nowhere near fucking $40 billion, right? So Elon comes in and is like, all right, and I'm gonna tell you why it's gangster, why he's so gangster, because him and the owner, the CEO, not the owner, but the CEO of Twitter, they don't get along. Homeboy, the CEO of Twitter, don't believe in free speech. Like I said, he an immigrant, and so obviously you wouldn't hold our principles valuable because you didn't grow up with them. You came over here trying to look for, trying to gain advantage off of what you can get out of the goddamn system, but you don't really give a shit about the system and upholding the goddamn foundational principles that created the system. You just want to motherfucking reap the benefits off the system, bitch ass nigga at Twitter. So Elon came in and said, all right, nah, nigga, free speech. Everybody should be allowed to say what the fuck they want to say, even if you don't like it, which is true. You shouldn't. That's what freedom of speech is. And freedom of speech, he broke this shit down. Go look at the TED talk that he did yesterday on TED YouTube channel. And it's toward his interview is towards the end of the shit. It's like 2.5 hours or something. So make sure you fast forward. But he broke down. He was breaking down on Twitter that freedom of speech is basically someone that you don't like being allowed to say shit you don't like. That's exactly true. So they were trying to break him down. He told the whole story about what on Twitter, what he plans to do and why he did it and all that. So the reason it's gangster is because if he buys Twitter, this is why it's so gangster. $43 billion is basically $8 billion over what Twitter is worth. $8 billion over what Twitter is worth. You understand that? It is some companies that wish they was worth $8 billion. Like, nigga, they would kill your whole family bloodline to be worth $8 billion. He's giving them $8 billion over what they're worth, right? So, what was that? DG Blue, appreciate you. He's giving them $8 billion over what they're worth. So he goes, so basically, the company has a fiduciary duty to the stockholders to accept that. This is a win-win really for for Elon, right? Because he goes, he says this is a final offer deal. We ain't haggling. You don't come back and say, no, we want 45. No, nigga, this is 43. That's it. If you take it or leave it, right? And if you don't take it, I'm gonna dump all my stock, which is basically, he owns 9 point something percent in the stock, which basically would tank the whole, what up, Tish? Which would basically tank Twitter if he dumped his stock, right? So y'all know who the biggest shareholders in Twitter was before he got there, before he bought all that up. This is why all this shit is, y'all gotta understand why this shit is real crazy, why this shit is ill. Was Vanguard, the Vanguard group, and BlackRock. Y'all better, and we've been talking about them. These niggas are, Vanguard and BlackRock are basically the governments. China and America and some other governments around the world. That's really who they are. If y'all don't really know who Vanguard and BlackRock are. They're these hedge fund, investment corporations, asset management corporations that basically will take, they pool everybody's money and they buy all this shit, and everybody in the pool reaping money off of all the benefits. Now, what most people don't understand is these companies, the worth of these companies. So the worth of these companies are not much, they're as far as considering, or as opposed to like somebody like, Facebook, who's worth $600 billion, and Amazon, who's worth $1 trillion, well over $1 trillion, almost $2 trillion. BlackRock is only worth like 35 billion, right? The company itself. So, and Vanguard is only worth a few billion. It's not worth that, it's only worth in the billions too. But their asset management, what they control, BlackRock controls 10 trillion, Vanguard controls 7 trillion. And then like one of the other ones after that would be like the Carlyle Group and Blackstone, which used to own BlackRock. So y'all gonna understand, these asset management corporations are the motherfuckers who run the world. And so, because what they do is they go to different countries. See, remember, countries are businesses, corporations, and so they go and they say, all right, well, let us invest your gross domestic product. So they get billions, they get all this money, hundreds of millions and billions of dollars from countries to invest, basically. Now, what this does is make these companies, BlackRock and Vanguard, that makes them the most powerful corporations in the world, because even though they're only worth like 35 billion, they have 10 trillion as far as BlackRock at their disposal to play around with, and so does Vanguard, has 7 trillion to fuck around with. So no matter if they're only worth this amount of money, we still got trillions to move shit with, right? And so because the people who are in these hedge funds, they don't tell them what to do with the money. They give these money to these corporations because they trust these people to do what they want to do with their money. So they're not gonna tell you we try to control the world with shit. We just gonna make you money and you just gonna be happy about it and go spend your money. So that's what's going on with the shit. So BlackRock and Vanguard own Twitter, right? So controlling the narrative, right? Now, y'all understand Elon, people think Elon is up there. Elon is not in there with these motherfuckers. Elon is a loose cannon. They can't trust Elon to be in the circle with them. Elon became a billionaire by default, really. y'all understand? Most people, we don't trust billionaires. Most billionaires become billionaires because they're trying to become billionaires. Elon became a billionaire because he had a passion for technology and computers. And that motherfucking made him billions. But that's not where his money, that's not where his love is in money. His love is in technology. So when you talk about him being his state of mind as far as billionaires, it's completely different. Not to mention, this nigga has Asperger's. So this nigga is a loose, he don't see shit the same way people see shit. And y'all don't, if you don't know what Asperger's is, it's like a form of autism, just a light form of autism where you see shit different and you communicate differently. My ex-girlfriend's father used to have it. Really smart motherfuckers. These motherfuckers are super intelligent geniuses, but don't really work the same way you and me work and everybody else work. So it's really, having them to try to be a part of a plan is very much kind of detrimental because you don't know which way they're going to go. So that's the way this nigga is. And to let you know that in 2017, 18, and 19, he talks about in his TED Talk how they tried to break him. He almost went broke. Like Tesla almost went broke. And this nigga had to sleep on the floor in the factory with the people because the Tesla was going down. They were trying to destroy this nigga from all sides. The government plus stock stock attacks. They were trying to take this nigga out. And you see why? Because if somebody like Tesla's technology becomes the greatest thing in the world, then that fucks up the goddamn plan. That messes up the plan with the one world order plan because mostly Tesla's technology allows you to, to be disconnected from the main cats. These battery power allows you to be disconnected from the fossil fuels and all that type of shit, which is what they're trying to keep going. So they really didn't want Elon out there. He's a loose cannon. So now he comes in, he comes in and buys all of this Twitter, right? Buys 10% of Twitter. What happened when he said, all right, I'm gonna dump the stock. If y'all don't go for the deal, I'm gonna dump the stock. Vanguard bitch asses, they came in and bought more stock, right? Which makes them the largest stockholder in Twitter now. So basically trying to offset if they don't sell to Elon and Elon dumps his stock because Vanguard is now the biggest stockholder. It really doesn't because he has so many millions of shares of Twitter right now that he can dump it. It'll still fuck everything up, but it won't mess it up as bad. So these are these corporations, the World Economic Forum corporations. That's what BlackRock, Blackstone, Carlyle Group, and Vanguard are. They're the World Economic Forum's hands in the world to move around shit. So because they see Elon about to take control of the biggest social platform in the world. Now, again, why is everybody fighting for this shit? It only makes $150 million a year, maybe. So why is everybody fighting for this shit? Because it has control over the minds of the world, right? Over the narrative. And so they don't want somebody like Elon who's pushing freedom of speech when they're trying to derail all of that shit around the world. They're trying to implement this one world order. Elon comes in talking about free speech. Like, nigga, we ain't fucking with that no more. We moving on to this everybody's sensitive cancel a nigga for what he say shit. What you talking about freedom of speech? So Elon came in, and this is why this is gangster. Like I said, I'm about to get to that. Because if they say no, like I said, if Elon dumps the stock, it ruins Twitter. And they get sued. Because if they say no, Elon dumps the stock, all the Twitter falls. The stock goes like, it plummets, right? And they get sued, because from the investors, because you have a fiduciary duty to do what's best for the investors. So if you have a chance to make them $8 billion, ain't nobody gonna come and offer nobody $43 billion for Twitter. It ain't worth that much. Even though the market cap says that, it ain't worth that much. It's an inflated price. So if we can make all this damn money off of Twitter and you fuck our damn chance up to make this type of money, you know how the lawsuits that are about to come in on these niggas? It's going to be crazy. They about to get sued out their ass, which means they're going to get fired. A lot of the board members are going to get fired. So if they shoot it down, and eventually the board members are going to get fired for shooting it down because all these people lost all this goddamn money. But then if they accept the deal, this is how it's gangster. Elon don't like none of them bitches. He said, y'all done fuck Twitter up, so he gonna fire him anyway. So if they accept the deal, they're basically voting for them niggas they're voting for their own firing. And if they don't accept it, they're voting for them to get sued by all the goddamn investors who gonna lose all the money from them not investing. That's why this shit is so gangster. He walked in, he smacked everybody. No matter what decision you niggas make, y'all fucked. If you let me buy it, I'm firing all you bitches. But no lawsuits. And you get severance packages. And you get to go somewhere else, make gang of money somewhere else, and not fuck up this company no more. But if you say no, give me my motherfucking money back, man. Here, selling all this goddamn Twitter stock. This is bullshit. I'm selling it all. Twitter plummets. Y'all niggas get sued because not only did you not make them money from where it was, you did something that was detrimental to the company and made the stock plummet, knowing that it would do that because he told you that. You fucked. So, like I say, Elon went in there slapping niggas with his dick. That's basically what he did. He went in there gangster as hell. Now, y'all can have all your theories about Elon all you damn want, but this is real shit. Who was that? Travis Bailey, appreciate you. This is real shit. He went in there gangster like hell. And again, y'all may think y'all don't know what he's on and he's trying to do that. As far as this freedom of speech shit and all that, go look at his TED Talk interview. That motherfucker really believes that shit because just for the fact that he likes to say what he want to say. And he don't think nobody should be able to take that part away. So if he only believes in freedom of speech for itself, and that nigga believes in that shit, but he believes in freedom of speech, and that's why everybody at Twitter is fucked. So shout out to Elon. Went in there gangster as hell. Slapping the tar out of niggas. And then, like I said, most of the biggest clients that Vanguard and Blackstone have are China and the United States of America. And so I said this before in a different live stream. BlackRock buying up all the property in big giant chunks all over the country was because in 2020, March of 2020, United States of America, the United States government became the clients of BlackRock and asked them to go buy up those assets. They're buying up all this property for the United States government. Y'all better understand what's going on, man. The government is masking because they can't do all this stuff in the open, so they figured out how to mask themselves under private corporations in order to take away your rights. So because you don't know shit about corporations and law and none of this shit, or you're just basic government, they come and they whooping your ass. It's not too late, but you guys let it get to a point to where they was able to do this. Because you was sitting back, chilling, watching LeBron and them lose. Hey, no. Shout out to Kobe. They done left you off the goddamn conversation, Kobe, but you still the dude. We about to bring that back around in a second too. But y'all niggas sitting back watching bullshit all day Marvel and all the rest of that. We're gonna get into the Marvel show too. But you should only be doing that if you got all the rest of this shit deciphered. Then you can indulge in all the other fuckery. But if you ain't got all this shit deciphered and know what to do and doing your shit, you gotta put all this shit down. You gotta put the entertainment shit down. So again, shout out to Elon. Take them niggas out with your autism having ass. Just the autistic Avenger, nigga. Now I know y'all heard about the fake banner shooting, the fake banner shootings that happened in Sacramento and New York. We know fake banner means false, wavy. we gotta code up the lingo, so we don't call them false. We call them fake banners, right? So fake banner attacks that went on in New York and Sacramento. And I want to say condolences to the people in Sacramento who lost people who lost their lives in Sacramento. But again, man, this is distraction 101. If you've seen this stuff enough, man, you don't blink an eye when you see this shit again. You're like, oh, all right, they flipped to chapter 12. Oh, distraction, too quiet, shootings, war, racial tension, gender tension. They go down the line. They'll pick one. What's good? What did I land on? Hey, Jimmy, what did I land on? Oh, okay. Okay. Racial tension? We got it. Niggas close their eyes and just go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It's a playbook. So the fake banner shootings, again, that takes all this stuff is dying down. They had you hyped up with Ukraine. They had you hyped up. They had to distract. They had you looking this way for a minute. But now they know news cycles go like this, and then they shoot like this and shoot back down like this. So you went up, everybody was distracted, but now, nothing's moving around. A lot of fake news coming out of that camp, of all those camps, not knowing what's going on. So nobody's paying attention. And the thing is, real information is moving through the alternative channels. And this is what's fucking up the real news or the mainstream news. All the people are on these alternative channels. BitChute, Rumble, Telegram, the Telegram channels that you can find. Real News Now. Wait a minute. I think it's somebody, if you know the channel, I think it's Real News Now or Real News Daily or something, Real News something. But that one, the Conspiracy Hole, now I'm gonna tell you this channel. Only go to this channel is all about. Eric Kirkwood, appreciate you. Use this. Go to this Telegram channel at your own discretion. It's 187. I forgot one. Look for it. It's 187 something. Chish, put it in the thing if you know it. It's 187 dead or. Hold on a second. Tried to find it. Couldn't find it. It's 187 dead, but they show crazy videos that are uploaded from the war. And not only that, just from all over the place, all over the world that you just don't see, that they would never show on YouTube or any other channel. Like crazy videos that you probably may want to censor. That's definitely from kids. But go on there and they show the real stuff that's going on around the world. But these fake banner attacks, again, are to distract you from something that they understood, that they knew was getting ready to come out, I believe. And if you know, you know. If you've seen what I'm talking about, what the false or the fake banner attack was about, because even in New York, man, they did a pre-attack where something exploded in the subways and everybody was running, but nobody knew what it was. Nobody got hurt, but then all of a sudden, not too long after that, then this dude shoots smoke bombs. A nigga with smoke bombs. What nigga got smoke bombs? What nigga is shooting? First of all, is mass shooting niggas, but niggas with smoke bombs. Come on, nigga. And then these people nobody got killed. So again, these fake banner attacks, allegedly, these fake banner attacks allegedly are distractions or to get you looking this way before something comes down the pipe. Now, it's not some. A lot of times they do it when something is going on. But if they have word, they know something is coming down the line. They know, oh fuck, this is coming out when in about a week. Oh shit. Hey, you go kill 6 people. Hey, you go kill a little girl. Hey, you. And so they get you looking all over the place with, you know, with grief and you crying because you talking about gun laws and all this and that. While again, whatever they was trying to distract you from comes on in, moves on, and goes through the mainstream news channel without even being heard. But if you are on these other news channels, you know what's popping. You know what's happening. So, I know most of you have seen the documentary on Stu Peters called Watch the Water. If you haven't, go, moderators, please put the link in the chat. It's called Watch the Water. And it's by Stu Peters on StuPeters.com. Y'all don't watch StuPeters.com, y'all tripping. This fool be he be bringing on all the niggas, breaking off all the stuff behind the scenes on what's going on with the cupcake, the whole cupcake conspiracy. That's what we call it, the cupcake conspiracy. Hey, somebody, we gonna make some t-shirts called the cupcake conspiracy. Hey, I like that right there. So this dude is Dr. Brian Artis. He was a retired chiropractor. Now, he was getting ready to come out with some information. Now, if you haven't seen it, holy shit. Holy motherfucking shit. It is insane what this dude found out. Now, I put this video out a while back talking about X-Files, right? How they was trying to make a hybrid reptilian, right? I know y'all remember that. I made a couple of videos. They took mine down. They took it down. The X-Juice, the X-Files video that I made, they took it down. Remember, I got put on suspension about a month ago because they went back 3 months and found a video that I did, the X-Files video, and said, "Oh, you violated blah 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 blah," and took that video down and put me on suspension. But it was 3 months earlier. I'm like, dude, what the... But why? Why did they take down the X-Files video? So, like I said, we got to use code. So what this man basically went and found out was, so how it happened was he was on Alex Jones and he was talking about the antibodies, the mono antibodies, right? And the doctor said he was going against it. Dr. Artis was going against it, and the doctor who was in favor of it said, "Would you take if you got bit by a snake? Would you take anti-venom, anti-snake, right?" And he was like, "Of course I would." And so basically he was like, "Well, that's basically what the Ivor, can't say wouldn't, but y'all know Ivor." So basically that's what that is. It's it's anti-venom, right? So he was like, "Wait a minute, what?" So that got him to thinking, and that's also what all the other things that they didn't want you to take, hydrochloroquine and all that. Most of those things are anti-venom, right? So it got him to thinking, why the hell does that work on the Boogie V? He was like, it makes no sense. He was like, this is supposed to be a V, right? Not poison. So why does something that's anti-poison or antitoxin work on a V? He was like, all right, let me start looking at this. So he started doing the research and started finding out that at the beginning of all of this, they were saying that a possible origin for the Boogie V was so that was a possible origin. This was a possible origin for for the Boogie V, right? Along with bats and pangolins, right? So as he starts looking through it more and more, he starts finding out now there was he starts finding out all these publications, even CNN, you can go look it up yourself. every publication basically said that this may be a possible origin for the Boogie V, allegedly. So, but these are not alleged. These are actual news reports, right? So you can go look at these news reports. So that got him digging some more, started to find and trying to find anybody who, it's like scientists who had been looking into it that found that connection, that same connection. And he found this scientist named Bing Liu, right? This scientist named Bing Liu. And he was working on the origins. He was a Boogie V scientist, and he was working on the origins of, Boogie V19. And then he basically said he had a discovery. He found out, he had alluded to the fact that it had came from, right? It came from the, and he was getting ready to release his report on this, of his findings and his studies, right? That was in like April of 2020, right at the end of April 2020. May of 2020, he gets killed. He gets shot, and then in a murder-suicide. Basically, they said that the dude who shot him, they were fighting over the same chick. And they was fighting over the same chick. And that dude killed him, and then he killed himself in the car. Conveniently, right soon as this dude's research on the Boogie V was getting ready to come out, saying how it was related or it was linked with, dragon spit. That's my new term for it. Y'all got a better term, but that dragon spit. We're gonna call it dragon spit. So it was linked with dragon spit, right? And they took him out, or whoever, allegedly, he was taken out by a friend or an acquaintance. And then the people who he worked for said, we're gonna release his research, his findings. We're promised we're gonna release it, but none of that has come out. None of his research, none of his findings have come out, right? So this scientist took him out the game. Basically said, I got it. I found it. Oh yeah? Pew. like, you do? Pew. So you ain't got shit, nigga. So this dude, Dr. Artist, so in his research, like I said, he found this guy doing this research, and he found out that they took him out. So he's still doing, his research, boom, boom. So he finds all of this. He finds all of these, basically what you get with when you go to the doctor, when they first started giving you the drug they started giving you when you first went to the doctor, when it first started happening, was remdesivir. Remdesivir. I can't say these words, y'all. So y'all fill in the blank. Remdesivir. So please, somebody put it in there. But they basically started to see what the symptoms were from this drug that they were giving everybody. Oh, DeMarcus Oliver, appreciate you. And basically they started to see that your symptoms, which you were getting from the Boogie V and the remdesivir, what they would give you when you went in, closely resembled venom, snake, dragon spit poisoning. Let's say that it closely resembled dragon spit poisoning from the king cobra and the kite, the kite snake, right? And so he's doing all this research. I can't really get into a whole lot of what my man found because you have to go watch his many appearances on the different podcasts that he found. But this is one of the main things that he found. As they were sequencing that, because he found a whole lot of research companies that were doing research on dragon V or dragon spit. And first of all, finding out why are so many companies doing this research on this stuff when barely anybody, there's not that many people who die of bites, every year. So there's no really motivation to really be doing research on this, because there's not like people are dropping dead from snake, you know, from bites. So they were like figuring out, why are they doing this? So in the research that they were doing, they found out that the toxin from, you know, from the serpent toxin, it basically has like 138 different toxins within it, right? However, 19 of them are detrimental to the human organs. 19 of them attack different organs in the body, right? So this is found from, remember, the king and the crite. So when they say they knew this was coming out, and basically how they broke this down was they knew this was coming out in 2019. So they were ready to push this. So what you see as CV19 really stands for Cobra V19, which means the 19 different organs that the V is able to attack in the body. Now, there's a episode of The Blacklist, season 4, episode 15. Go watch that episode. I used to watch The Blacklist for a long time. Then it just kept going and going. Then I stopped after season 4. But go watch season 4, episode 15. They break this whole thing down, how they're able to synthesize different bio weapons from the toxin, from the serpent toxin. And the serpent toxin, when they make it, they're able to target different things within certain people. They can literally modify it, genetically modify it to target certain things within your body. So, you know, respiratory, allegedly, heart, allegedly, your reproductive organs, allegedly. And so basically what they've been doing, how they broke it down, is they've been microdosing everybody for the longest time through the water system. Allegedly. They have allegedly been microdosing you through your water system. That's why the video is called Watch the Water. Because every time the cat agency says, hey, it's found in the water in this area, not too long after that, it would be an outbreak in that area, which totally goes against the science, because if it's found in the water system in that area, that means it's already been through your system and you flushed it, and it's in the wastewater and all of that, meaning you've built up an immunity to it already. If it's in the wastewater, that means you already built an immunity from it because it's already been through you and you've already pissed it and shitted it out, whatever, right? So you should, if you come in contact with it again, you should not be getting sick. Right? That's the science. That's logical science. But when they find it in the water, not too long after that, there would be these outbreaks right there. And over here, wherever they find it in the water, hey, it's in the water. Oh my God, look at that. It's an outbreak. Allegedly. We don't, this is allegedly what they're saying. This is what they're saying. This is what they're saying. People are saying. We don't know. They're saying this. They're saying it. We don't know. It's alleged. So, microdosing you through the water, through the supposed remedy you were getting when you went to the hospital, when this first thing happened, and all they had was remdesivir, and they were giving that to people, and the actual boogie V itself is actual dragon spit or dragon V. So why did they do that? Because releasing a toxin as a weapon is much more easy to control than releasing a V, which mutates and goes on and does its own thing. Right? It does its own thing. It starts to do this and mutate and blah, blah. When it comes to contact, they can't control that. Right? They can't control it. They can't control a V when it does that, because its only thing is to try to survive and replicate and replicate and replicate and replicate. So try to control that, the programming for that is damn near impossible for a V. However, we can control a toxin with an antitoxin. That's real simple. That's real simple. This will never become an outbreak, not really, because it's only a toxin that has an antitoxin that we can administer. And so we can pick and choose who to drop this to. This is holy shit territory, y'all. They are microdosing you niggas with Dragon V. Now, this is all about to make sense. Who did they sacrifice at the beginning of this to set this whole shit off? The Black Mamba. One of the most venomous snakes in the world. They sacrificed this to kick their whole V plan off. The V don't stand for, it stands for, it stands for serpent. Holy shit. And it's been right there in front of you. They've been playing with your ass. A lot of these companies are named like Koba. And then Koba-R is some of these companies who've been doing the sequencing for all these chemicals. One of the names is Koba, C-O-B-A -R. Take the R, put it right there in front of the C. These niggas are fucking with you. This shit is absolutely insane, y'all. Yo, Tristan Bevel. Appreciate everybody hitting the super chat, man. This is some real information going on right now. This is crazy shit. Now, the reason this shit is coming out, why is this shit coming out like this now? We are in a new age. We told you. This new age, this Aquarian age that we entered into, the age of information, thinking, knowledge, it's moving fast. This shit came out, the whole plan came out in 2 years, y'all. 2 years. Documents that they were trying to keep hidden and shit came out like this, and like they can't keep anything hidden in this new age. It's not possible. This is not the time of, the earth age where everything was slow moving, and everything was slow moving, and you had to dig to try to find out your secrets. Nah, air moves shit. Wind blows, nigga, wind blows a piece of pollen from here to there, nigga, in 2 seconds. That shit is over there. Earth, you gotta dig up your damn knowledge. Oh, nigga, let me get my oh shit! A nigga, a nigga leg. Oh shit. So, that takes a minute to uncover shit when you're in the earth age. Air age, opposite. Shit moves super fast. They're not able to keep this shit a secret. The shit came out in 2 years, y'all. 2 years. This would have took 30 years for this shit to come out in the old time. They cannot, man. So this is why they're scrambling the distraction, they're scrambling the distraction box. They shaking that shit up. What distraction can we come up with now? Man, we gotta, oh shit, a war. Okay. Oh shit, the NBA playoffs. Oh shit, March Madness. Oh shit, a nigga getting shot in the back of the head. Oh shit, 6 niggas get shot in Sacramento. They just keep digging into the box of distractions for you niggas. So you don't see none of this. Yo, that crazy beach, Aries. My people, my Aries people. Shout out to y'all. We got a few more days of Aries left. Let's ride it out, baby. Let's ride it out to the 19th. So, this is what's going on, man. This is the craziest shit. If y'all don't understand, we are in the most volatile time in history. They are trying to change the species. And then they use that, all of the symptoms that you have, in order to usher you in to take the cupcake. That's going to alters your DNA, so that then they can patent you in the future. You see how this shit is? This is one giant takeover of a corporation, of the world. And you wonder, who the fuck is really behind this shit? Nigga, they using snake spit or dragon spit? What? Microdosing you? Now, if the Caucasians, let the Caucasians tell it. The serpent is the most evil, sinister symbol of evil in the world, in the history of the world. The snake is the devil and the symbol of evil in hell. And this is the Caucasian Christian-y niggas. What is the most evil symbol in the world? It's always been the serpent. It's been the snake. That's what the devil uses, right? But we know, we own the knowledge. We know that the serpent represented enlightenment. And so enlightenment or knowledge to the people who weren't enlightened and were getting that information and knowledge used against them in the past, of course that was evil. we flick a light, fire comes right from this, poof. Oh my God, the devil! He is the devil! He is Satan! Lord, no! So that's how these niggas was. You get a, you light a match. These niggas, oh my Lord, no! My eyes! No, I have seen the devil! These niggas was crazy. Go watch them old goddamn shows, nigga, when the motherfuckers start working magic and shit. Nigga, just not even magic, just regular science. Just regular science. Oh no! I cannot watch! So, this is what's going on, y'all. They have trying to take over. But one thing they didn't count on was this conjunction and us finding out about that shit before it happened. See, when that conjunction happened, we put that energy out to change the system, to change the shit. There was a lot of people who got on that conjunction energy before it happened. And we did our rituals and whatever we had to do. So we took control of that shit. They thought they was going to be the only ones that able to use that conjunction energy, but no. No. The video I did came out and that shit went viral for a minute until they took it off. After it got 150 something, 160,000 views, they were like, oh shit, pull it. And they pulled that off. But it got to enough people recorded it and showed it to their people, so it got to way more than 150,000. Then there were other people who were doing it too. Caucasians knew about the conjunction, so they had their people putting out energy for a better evolution in the future. So there was a lot of positive energy getting put out there against their negative energy, against the system that they wanted to implement with this whole energy. So that shit got corrupted. This shit did not go well for them, and it shouldn't have. But one thing that lets you know that this dude, Dr. Artist, let him know how he was on the right path, and this is how the universe talks to you. So you need to pay attention. The universe will talk to you. After he's doing all the research on this, he's finding all these connections to the serpents and all this and that, and the and the Boogie V. He's finding all these, just linking everything up, right? And so after a while of him researching this, he goes on a trip with his wife, and I think they came up on some. They stopped. I think it was like it was a driving trip or whatever, and they stopped for some food in some town. They stopped for some food in some town, and it was a Chinese place. And he said they hadn't eaten Chinese food in like 4 or 5 years, because they don't really eat Chinese food. But this one little place they found, they ate Chinese food. They ordered with the food. You eat Chinese food, you get a fortune cookie. So he went to the bathroom. He comes back. He said he opens the cookie. I'm telling you, you think the universe don't talk to you? He comes back. Now remember, he hasn't eaten Chinese food in fucking 5 years, right? Let alone gone to a Chinese restaurant. He's on a trip. He's doing this research based off of what he's found. Remember all of this stuff. He goes to this damn place. He gets the fortune cookie. He cracks the fucking fortune cookie, and on the back of the fortune cookie was the name Lu Bing. Lu Bing, which meant ice skating. It said ice skating at the top. It translated to ice skating. But Lou Bing, remember, that's the name of the scientist who researched the goddamn the Boogie V and found out it was connected to the Venom. And they smoked him. His name was Bing Lou. In the fortune cookie on the back, it said Lou Bing. You think the universe don't talk to you? That was directly this dude talking to this man. When you do stuff like this and you're and they can't take you out truly if your mission, if your your energy is meant to happen. If whatever you came here for, you're meant to do that, they cannot erase it by taking you out. What they did, excuse me, was release that energy. When they killed him, they released that energy into the universe and it went right into this dude. And he picked up the ball on the research. Y'all seen that? If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch the movie Powder. Powder is an ill movie. Go watch the movie Powder and watch what happens to Powder at the end of the movie. Powder's a fucking dope movie though. It's breaking off all kind of shit. Really though, Powder is supposed to be melanin, just so y'all know. They switched it in the movie Powder. So when you're looking at what Powder does, what Powder can do, just in your mind, flip it to melanin. That's really melanin what's supposed to be happening, but then you'll understand. But Powder, at the end of the movie, you'll see energy just went everywhere. And so that's basically what happened to this dude, Bing Lou. Remember, we're in a new energy, a new age. When they smoked him, his energy, that spirit went everywhere. His purpose went everywhere. Just like with Kobe. When they killed Kobe, they released that energy into the world. Kobe was the representation of the awakening mind. That's what Kobe was. Kobe was all he was about learning and studying and getting better by knowledge and information and doing. He was a representation of the awakening mind, of the evolving mind, of the conscious mind. For the mainstream people. People who've been into this, we know there are greater people who are representations of that. But for the world, that's what Kobe was. And they killed him and released that energy into the world, and everybody, that's why they call this now, they call it the Great Reset, but they also call it the Great Awakening. The Great Awakening. So because that energy, when it was released, they put us in the house and we had nothing left to do but to get smarter. That was the only thing we could do, is just get smarter. Or we can get dumber too. A lot of people got depressed and they fell down a negative rabbit hole. But for most of us, we learned a lot when that happened. So shout out to Black Mamba, because the sacrifice of Kobe was the beginning. The sacrifice of the serpent, of the God serpent, was to push this energy of the negative serpent. Y'all see how they do this shit? They sacrifice the God serpent to bring in the devil, the evil serpent. So y'all better get on what's going on. And then, just so y'all know how they were talking about, they were able to create this to target certain people. Did y'all know that Native Americans have been taken out the most since the Boogie V hit? They're the group that's been taken out the most as far as the sickness and all that stuff. And then melanated people, then brothers, then niggas. Native Americans and niggas, which we know we're still really the Aboriginal, but who they call Native Americans. Why are they doing that? They need the land. They need to take them niggas out. It's because they need the land. They target the niggas who have ownership, sovereignty of the land. We take you niggas out, we get to come in and scoop up the land. That's how this shit goes. So it's fucked up. But that was the plan, to take out niggas and so-called Native Americans who occupy the land that they need at this time. So please, please, please get aware of what's going on. Please watch the video. What is that? Watch the Water. That's the name of the video. I'll put a link to it in the description box at the end of the live stream so you guys can go check it out. But man, it is absolutely insane what has been uncovered, and we need to figure out how to move on from here, because this shit is absolutely stunning. This is mind-blowing. The fucking shit is mind-blowing. They are microdosing you with dragon spit. Man, this is crazy. So, and also, did y'all know, did y'all see that there's a video that went around that about this couple was at a restaurant and they did something called the Bluetooth challenge. So the Bluetooth challenge is, I don't know if you can do this on Apple on the iPhone, but on the Android, they went to developer mode. And then they were able to go to Bluetooth and turn Bluetooth on, because I guess in developer mode, it allows developers to be able to do stuff, interact with the Android code, right? So you can see a lot of IP addresses in developer mode that may be trying to attach to the Android. So when they did it, they turned on the Bluetooth and they saw developer mode, and then all the IP addresses started. It was nothing. It was a couple of phone companies, but it was just nothing but actual people around on tables. They weren't around, they were like outside. These niggas are outside in like a garden somewhere, and it was like a couple of people, a couple of phones. Phones came up, but most of them were just people. They were scrolling through nothing but IP addresses of people. Yeah, people. Y'all know what's going on right now? People. That is absolutely insane. So they got you niggas linked up or uploaded to the iCloud right now. The Neuralink. Hold up. Sorry. They got y'all hooked up to the Neuralink, and y'all don't even know. So be aware, try to flush, do what you need to do. Real quick, if you have taken the V, and because they were talking about it does shed if you're with somebody or you're around somebody who has taken the Boogie V, it sheds because you sweat. You know, excuse me, while you talk, you cough, you spit out petals and stuff like that. So that's what they call the shedding. You know, you just naturally things leave your body. And then when you're around people, those bodies take that stuff in, right? So real quick, I want to show you, like, so they were talking about how a lot of this, what's in here, what's in there is the graphene oxide or whatever, or nanos, right? Excuse me, nanos that they put in your body. In case you guys don't know, magnets disrupt electrical devices. I'm sure some of you know that, but in case you don't know, magnets disrupt electrical devices, especially highly powered magnets. That's why you should never have a high-powered magnet around your computer, because it can wipe out the hard drive and everything. Magnets are not good for electronics, just so y'all know. not good at all, especially super high power magnets. Now, what is the most high powered magnet you can buy? It's called the neodymium magnet. It's called neodymium magnet. This is it. This is what it looks like. I'm not gonna get it too close to the phone because I don't want the phone messing up. It's this is really, really strong ass magnet. When I say strong, I mean, if you had two of these and they would slam together and almost create a spark. That's how powerful it is. I mean, super powerful. If you don't have your finger around anything next to anything that might be metal, because this will attract it and snap your finger in between it and you'll get fucked up. So they're so powerful, usually like to separate them. When people mess around with them on the internet, they put wood in between them, you know, to kind of make them more pliable, because if they slam together, they can create sparks and all kind of shit. So this is a neodymium magnet. You can take this or two or a bigger one than this. I just got, this is just a smaller one, but it is so goddamn powerful. You can take this and run this across your body every day. And if there's any electrical or nano anything in your body, this will disrupt it. Run it all over your body. Neodymium magnet, super powerful. Listen to this. Did y'all hear that? That's it slamming on the metal chair. That's how, and I can barely pull this thing off. This thing is strong as hell. If you don't know how strong, pull up some videos of people doing neodymium magnet experiments. You'll see some people get their fingers snapped and broken. So take this again, rub it on your, for ladies, your ovaries, men, rub it on through your scrotum, your sack. So make sure you rub this all over your body, your legs, everywhere, because neodymium magnets, or highly powered magnets, disrupt electrical systems, right? So if there is anything in your body that's an electrical system, take this and rub it and do your thing, right? So listen to this. That's on the table right there. That's crazy. That thing is no joke. So just a way for you to detox or to disrupt if they did put something in your body that's electronic. That is a way to disrupt it. No, neodymium. It's called neodymium. You spell it. Let me tell you how to spell it. You spell it Neodymium. Okay, again, Neodymium. Neodymium. All right, those things are so powerful. They cheap too. I got the thing for like $6 on Amazon. Them things, they strong and they cheap, man. Now you can get some super big ones, but the super big ones I wouldn't advise, but because they're so hard to manage. If you do, only get one and don't be around any metal. Because if you do, and when I say it snatches shit to you, shit flies. So if you got like a knife or some shit around you, a metal knife, and you got that neodymium, that knife is going to fly at you. So just be careful. Please be careful around the neodymium. Don't have anything metal and sharp next to you, because that thing will fly towards you. It is a very, very, very powerful magnet. So the other thing I wanted to talk about real quick. I know how you saw Biden gave $800 million more to the war, right? Y'all saw that shit. He done chipped off $800 million more of your money to, you know, the Ukrainians. But no restitution. I don't believe in reparations, but I do believe in restitution. So we don't got no money to give you niggas. No money to give schools or to fix up any of these goddamn cities or fix Flint water. We don't got no money to do that. Whenever you fucking try to create you want to say, oh, we want to create programs for people and this and that and give back money and we want to do all that. Where are we going to find the money? Where are we going to find that money? You will just creating all these beautiful programs, but you never said how we're going to get to that money. But nigga, this nigga done gave this nigga, the Ukrainians, like, this is like the 4th time he done gave them money. In the realm of like billion, 800 million, shit like that. But you ain't got no money for niggas at home, but you can take the niggas' money at home and give it away. Come on. Y'all have to know that is some absolute bullshit. And then giving it to an army that has a Nazi battalion. That's absolutely insane. Who was that? IMA, appreciate you. Always doing me right. And giving it to a country that has a Nazi battalion where the president was like, hey, nigga, it is what it is. He said, hey, do you got a Nazi battalion? Yeah, hey, nigga. Sorry. Yep. It is what it is. Like, and you gonna keep giving us money? Can't do nothing about the Nazi niggas, but give us some of them damn US dollars, nigga. So just want y'all to watch out for that and see how that's some fucked up shit. They call Biden a weekend at Bernie's. That's what Cat Williams called Biden, Joe Biden, a weekend at Bernie's. If y'all, man, Cat Williams got a comedy show coming out real soon. I don't know if anybody's seen it. Somebody sent it to me on the low. I'm not gonna put it out there because I don't know if you want nobody seeing it. But if you do see it, it's called like Cat Williams, The Truth. Holy shit, that shit is hilarious. So just please, I hope somebody's able to see it, but because Cat Williams goes off, he is in his bag in that damn in that comedy special. Somebody find it. I can't send it to you, so don't ask me. I'm not gonna send it to you. I'm not gonna put his shit out there like that. But if you can find it, holy shit, Cat Williams is hilarious in that one. Cat Williams, he is hilarious in that shit. So then real quick, I want to talk about something that there was something that went out about Tashina Arnold was asking a question on what women can do to help stop the emasculation of men, black men in particular. And there is a war out there against the divine masculine and divine feminine just in general. You know, we talk about this so many times. Man, it's you know, what women can do is be more into your femininity. Okay? Remember this, the divine masculine and divine feminine. Divine feminine is just as every bit as powerful as divine masculine because it's not as physically strong, which most people, it's a different physical. Men are externally physical, whereas women are internally physical. Excuse me, physically internally strong. Whereas men are externally physically strong. So it's the same thing, yin and yang, right? So divine masculine, divine feminine. Women have to uncover that feminine energy and understand or rediscover what it means to be feminine. Again, the word feminine means to nurture. That's literally what it means. So unless you're, unless you're a nurturer, and that women are born with that energy, because you are the life givers of the universe. That's a natural energy that you have to have. I don't know if you guys have you watch any animal videos and stuff like that, but have you ever seen like just an animal whenever a baby comes around? No matter what, even a male animal, if a baby comes around, the natural, but especially a mother, the maternal instincts just come out, the nurturing instincts just come out, even if it's a different species. Excuse me. Oh, Mike Swagger, appreciate you. Even if it's a different species, I've seen videos where a cat will mother a puppy, and vice versa. A dog will mother a cat, and so but that's the feminine energy. It nurtures the life of the universe. And so in order for women to truly help men out in that way, just rediscover what your energy is. Rediscover that energy and stop trying to come so much to the masculine side, which is what the world is pushing because it's a male dominant world and energy. It's a patriarchal society. So women think to get ahead in the world, they have to be more like men, and that's not the case. You just have to be in your natural energy. I'm gonna tell you, I'm a super ass aggressive nigga. If y'all ain't know that, I'm a super ass aggressive nigga. Who was that? Man, Mom, what is that? Moni TV, appreciate you. So, if you want to break it down, like out of 22 astrological signs, your astrological signs can be made up of passive and aggressive signs, right? So out of 22, and the passive signs are water and earth. The aggressive signs are fire and air. So out of 22 possible signs that make you up in your zodiac, I have 18 aggressive. 18. Only one water sign. I have no other water. Only got one water sign in my whole chart. So I'm pretty aggressive. So I know the thing for me is I need that opposite energy. I need a woman who is as feminine as I am aggressive, because that's the balance. That is the balance to that energy. If you're going to come at me and you try to be as aggressive as me, it's not going to work, because I don't need to be with somebody like me, as aggressive as me. I'm already that. I'm aggressive enough. I don't need to be with somebody who's aggressive, going to set that aggression off. I need to be with someone who's going to calm that energy, down. So, you understand? It's the yin and yang. It's the absolute balance of the yin and yang. It has to be there. The divine masculine and divine feminine. So, like, I know you've heard that a beautiful woman can calm any, that's why they call Beauty and the Beast. You've seen that. It's been around anywhere. Why? Because no matter how crazy and monstrous a nigga is, bring a beautiful woman in, even just beautiful feminine woman, just in her femininity. She may not have to look aesthetically pleasing, but a woman who's in her femininity is aesthetically pleasing. If you don't know, to a man, a woman who's lovely, just wonderfully feminine, is, especially to a masculine man, it's the greatest thing. Oh, sorry, man, I didn't get you. Oh, who was that? My moderators, please make sure I thank that person. I appreciate you, who that was. But that's the true way of doing that. No matter how aggressive and gangster, and bring a beautiful, just relaxed woman who's smart and articulate, and able to, and who's able to, in a very relaxed and not even passive, but just a calm manner, speak to an aggressive energy. You'll see, no matter how angry, this man will calm the fuck down. But if you come at him aggressive, he's aggressive, and you come in there, motherfucker, all you're gonna do is turn that up. It has to be the opposite energy. And so, you guys, for the women, you guys are gonna have to get back into what was lost. That science, especially with melanated in our society, because we in our communities, we have the least. So it leaves you in an aggressive position, an aggressive state of mind, in order to gain and grab stuff. And so our women in our communities are left with that mind state, because a lot of them are single mothers. And so they have to have that mind state in order to be able to take care of the kid. And if you've seen any mother, any feminine or any mother in the wild, they take care, no matter if they're a woman or not. That's the most gangster person in the wild, is a mother trying to take care of their kid. Oh, Dion Spivey, appreciate you. That's the most aggressive person in the world, is a woman trying to take care of their family. They'll rip your throat out without thinking about it. So, but that's why, a lot of the women have to have that aggressive energy. But, in order to balance this energy out between the male and the female, you're going to have to get back into that feminine energy. That's the only way. It has been an over pumping of masculine energy into the world, not just our communities, just more and more masculine energy, which is why, and it's changing towards the feminine energy. The feminine energy is rising, absolutely, which is what we see, but we don't want it to be an imbalance, because we were already imbalanced over here, so we want it to be a negative imbalance and going over there. Well, women needs to run everything. Women needs to take over and run everything because the man ran everything. No, it's supposed to be a balance of the divine masculine and feminine. Excuse me. So what the male is seeing right now, they see the women on the rise, and they're trying to usurp the divine feminine with this transgender shit, right? Again, you may feel like you a woman because you may have been a woman in a past life, and now you're here and you still have vestigial energy. Vestigial means leftover. You have leftover energy from that past life. Oh, who is that? I can't see. C-Tree, appreciate you. You have leftover energy from that life, and you feel more comfortable in that energy, but you are in this life now. Why have you manifested in this way, in this form, this time? What are you to learn in this form? You're not supposed to shuck your lessons in the universe. These are for your soul, so that you can evolve that spirit and move on. But again, people get trapped and caught into that past energy. And so if you feel like you're a transgender, this movement has taken over and usurped the feminine energy, because women now are scared to talk against it, because they don't want to be labeled whatever that shit Dave Chappelle, what did Dave Chappelle call it? That they label people who believe in natural women, or somebody put it in the chat. I forgot what that was, but that's what natural women who you know, they're scared to talk out because they don't want to get canceled and labeled and all this and that. But they truly believe this stuff. If you talk to them on the low, they truly believe, they really think that their femininity, that, you know, it's being taken over, it's being usurped. This is the woman the woman, not fraternity, but sorority. The mother sorority is being usurped by the man because they still want to gain and be in power. So if I'm losing power, I'll just change myself into a woman. that's how that shit goes. I'll just change myself into a woman then. No. And again, if you feel like you're trapped in a different body, you may feel like that because you may have been something in a past life. But why are you this now? Figure that out now. It's not to be like, oh, I'm gonna go back and shuck this lesson. No. You know what? You know, fuck algebra, nigga. I'm about to go back and fuck with these pluses and minuses. You know, I'm fuck nigga. Nope. I'm dealing with addition, division, fractions. I ain't fuck with that calculus is. No, you're supposed to go on and evolve. Sorry, I missed the person who with the super chat. Thank you. But you are supposed to evolve. That is why we are here. To live, to grow, and evolve. Not to stay stuck in a state of mind that makes you feel comfortable. You need to get out of your comfort zone in order to grow. That's the only way that happens. And so, you know, they're really trying to push it. And there's a woman that said that men aren't steered toward what did she say? Men are steered towards heterosexuality in life. Like if basically saying if you didn't tell a boy to like a girl, then they would naturally go and like boys. What the fuck? Okay, so by that logic, what you're saying is the positive side of a magnet has to be forced to the negative side, or do they just poof, do they just come together? Is it geared and steered towards the no? Them motherfuckers, they come together because they are attracted to each other. It is the natural energy and force of the universe. Nobody's coercing them to get together. What the fuck is you talking about? Period. Boys, little boys who like girls will have those thoughts about girls no matter what. They're going to have those thoughts because this is attracted to the girls that. Especially when those hormones get flowing and moving, which is why they're trying to change your kids before they really get the hormone production going. Before nature really starts to take control. That's why they're trying to dip into your kids, because these hormones of testosterone and estrogen, the natural chemicals of life that make that help you to make you what you are, the divine masculine and divine feminine, they're trying to corrupt that before it gets into production. But you cannot. It will not happen. Life will always happen. Life will never be denied. Go watch Jurassic Park. Go watch Jurassic Park. This motherfucker, they found like a little leaf growing up in some type of concrete or some shit like that. Like, life will not be denied. And the only way you get life, niggas, is divine masculine, divine feminine. I dare you to show me you'll produce life any other way. And we ain't talking about asexual reproduction in the animal world from amoebas and shit. I'm talking about sentient humans, mammals. Mammals, feminine, masculine. Or that's how you get life. And now when they said, I made a statement before that when I said that nature was, you know, the attraction between the natural attraction between man and woman, and somebody said, well, how do you know that it's not natural between between same sex? It's in the wild, but that doesn't produce any life. Yeah, you may a dog, an animal may have the urge to hump because it has no it's not sentient. It's only working off of urge. But again, a dog will hump your leg. It doesn't mean it's a dog is not fucking another male dog because it's a male dog. A dog is just horny. It'll fuck anything. It'll fuck a table, it'll fuck a couch, it'll fuck your leg, it'll fuck anything. So that argument is moot. It's bullshit. Divine masculine and divine feminine are attracted to each other because it produces life. It produces more of that. And you're never going to stop. It's never going to stop, no matter what. Otherwise, life stops and ends. And I love how the people who are against it, it's how you got here. How the hell did your ass get here? Oh, who is that? Oh, Black Mystery. Black Mystery, appreciate you. How did you get here? It was from the divine masculine and divine feminine. But I know I got here. It got me, it was good enough to get me here. But it got me here in the wrong car. I asked for a BMW X5 C37. This motherfucker gave me it gave me the Honda the Honda Accord. I wanted the BMW. No, nigga, you get what the universe gives you because you're supposed to learn why you got that car. And so, everybody, we have to be pro nature. I mean life-producing nature. Because you say nature, it's natural for male, whatever. You can say that all you want, but I'm talking about life-producing nature. The explosion that happens when you bring together the feminine and masculine. That produces godness. That reproduces godness. You understand? So, let's be aware of that. And then, you see that it was two women in jail was impregnated by a transgender woman. What? Wait a minute. Oh, hey, hold up. You a woman, but you got 2 women pregnant? How that work? Ain't a woman? You ain't supposed to be able to have sperm? Isn't that what a woman is? Don't a woman got a womb? Okay, so them 2 women. But your ass, you on the fakery fuckery, huh? So, it shows you this is some bullshit. Transgender, but you got 2, you're a transgender woman, so you a lesbian transgender? Is that how it goes? So it must be a lesbian transgender. So, hey y'all, I'm a lesbian. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm coming out the closet. Coming out the closet, y'all. Kevin Kev, Dragon Mo. I'm a full-blown lesbian, y'all. Full-blown. I can't help it. I'm from birth. From birth. I like licking the cootie coo. I love the cootie coo. Hey, from birth. So, hey. Oh, hey. Lesbian. These niggas are full of shit. Even the goddamn alphabet, the letters in the alphabet is full of shit. The LGBT, but the B stands for bi, which basically means you admit that there's 2 genders. So how does that work for the T that comes right after the B? LGBT means there is no gender. You can just, there's fluid, but the B means there is 2. Not only that, the L and the G also would say that there's 2 because the L's don't fuck with the G's who's supposed to represent the male aspect of it, right? So if there's no gender, then shouldn't the L's and the G's be intermingling? Doing it up? Shouldn't they be intermingling the shit? So the very first 3 letters of your whole goddamn campaign suggest that you don't believe that or suggest that you do believe that there are 2 different genders or sexes. Because gender is not a thing but sex. We call it transsexual. So there's 2 sexes. So that invalidates their whole shit right from the jump. I don't hear anybody who hit them with that argument. The first 3 letters of your whole shit suggest that you believe that there are 2 different sexes. So how does that work for the T in your goddamn group? Who was that? Nazim Ali, appreciate you. How does that work for the T? Y'all got some working out to do. Y'all got some figuring out to do in that shit. because that don't add up. So, and then real quick, guys. So I just wanted to drop a little something on that. Just I just need to drop on that. But feminine women, please get back into your divine feminine. That's going to be, you know, you understand how to nurture. You're gonna have to get back into that. What is nurturing? Whatever it is for you. But that's gonna be your own journey into figuring it out. But that's what feminine means. It means to nurture. Okay? And so it means you're gonna have to, you know, you can't be as aggressive. You know, you figure it the other way around. You can't meet aggression with aggression, especially if that's what you're trying to counter. If you're trying to counteract, but just figure out what the balance is. Just figure out what the balance is. Sometimes women may need to be a little more aggressive because the man is a little more passive. But you just need to figure out what the balance is. But it's still masculine and divine masculine, divine feminine are the two energies at play. So women, in order to help the demasculation or the emasculation of the black man, you need to be more into your feminine energy. And you need to figure out what that is. And if you need to do that, then go back and go back and figure out how the ancestors used to do it. They left us a roadmap. Now, you don't have to be everything that the ancestors were. You don't have to follow all the mind states, but understand what that divine nurturing was about. What is the nurturing on a divine level? To your partner, to your mate, to your kids. What is that? Figure that out for yourselves, but that's what that means. And you have to get back into your feminine bag. Have you guys been checking out Moon Knight? Tell me y'all checking out the Moon Knight. Come on, y'all. Moon Knight. Please tell me somebody to check out Moon Knight. Holy shit. If y'all ain't watching that shit, I'm not going to tell you the story. Moon Knight, I'll give you the breakdown. A mercenary almost gets killed in Egypt. Then he crawls to the temple of Khonshu, which is the moon god. And then, excuse me, which is the moon god. Then he promises to be a servant of Khonshu in exchange for him saving him, right? Excuse me. So he's going to be Khonshu's warrior, whatever, or avatar in the world, in order for him saving his life. So now in this whole story, in the movie, so Moon, whenever he goes and he tries to kill people, he basically like mummifies into like this superhero mummy suit with a hoodie and shit, and he becomes Moon Knight, right? So notice how they didn't do the sun god, they did the moon god Khonshu. But in this movie, in this show, you got to watch how they doing it. First of all, there are no nigga Egyptian gods. Because in this last episode, they just showed the avatars of all the Egyptian gods, the Kemetan gods, excuse me. And none of them was melanated niggas. There was one melanated sister, and then another sister was Hindu. But no melanated brothers in Kemet. It was gang white people that was being used as avatars. No niggas. But the reason I'm telling you to watch the show, in the show, the villain, when he calls upon his magic, so to speak, and it's purple. His magic is purple, and they try to use this in the MCU. They try to show you that purple magic is evil, and red magic is supposed to be not necessarily good, but not good or bad. It's just like chaotic. And so that's what Wanda Maximoff uses in the MCU, and then the evil witch, Agatha, she uses purple. But everybody who's supposed to be evil or evil magic or whatever is supposed to be purple. So this nigga, when he does his magic, he calls upon these jackals, these Egyptian jackals. Whenever he calls upon the magic, period, he starts to say the words niggas, 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 niggas. Man, it was the last two episodes this nigga did this shit. Niggas, niggas, niggas. Man, the niggas of Ethiopia, the sovereign king, the Naga, niggas. Come on, y'all. These niggas know y'all shit and put it right in the MCU. I told you Kevin Feige is a goddamn Mason. You think they just pulled that goddamn word out of nowhere? Niggas? And they constantly use it? It's the magical word that triggers everything. The niggas for the evil nigga though. But if y'all know, purple, y'all understand, they make it purple, but purple is the highest vibration as far as visible light. There are higher vibrations. You get an X-ray, gamma ray, and all that. But ultraviolet, blue, so purple is the ultraviolet, right? Ultraviolet energy moves like this. Whereas infrared, what they try to put on one to maximum. Who is that? Oh, Nazim Ali. So infrared energy moves like it's a very slow, long wave of energy. It moves like that. Whereas the purple energy is that shit is going like bam, right? So it's the higher frequency. Purple is the higher frequency, but they made it evil. Made negas, made it an evil incantation to summon demons and evil magic. What's that? Aziz. Thank you, bro. So y'all see what happened? Y'all see what's going on? They perverting your shit because they know. And then Bast, who's Black Panther's god, she was there in the thing. Bast and Khonshu are brother and sister. So Bast was in there. So basically, now how does that work? So Black Panther's energy is purple. So is he evil? Because he's supposed to be the good dude. So they still haven't reconciled that shit yet. But you got to go watch Moon Knight. Breaking that shit off. Niggas. And so, again, using your shit, using your stuff to, excuse me, to negatively, to act like it's a negative energy to be produced. And so I just want y'all need to be aware of this stuff, how they're using our stuff, using it just blatantly in front of you, because they know that you don't know nothing about this. Well, they think you don't. Everybody watching this channel, most of y'all do, but most people do not. So please be aware, go watch Moon Knight, because they really, really trying to break off, y'all shit. And so one of the last things I want to talk about, the brother who got shot in the back of the head, Patrick Lyoya. I hope I said that right. And didn't want to mess up his name. I want to say condolences to his family. You know, it's really messed up situation. But this is why you'll understand we have created this damn organization. If you watch the video, have you guys seen the video? Now, I'm not going to be on here just telling you guys what you want to hear. Y'all already know that. I don't give a shit what you think about what I say. I'm just here to tell it to you. Sorry. So, if you watch the video, that brother did everything wrong. Everything wrong. And he didn't have to. From the very jump, when the police officer, first of all, he was rolling with a stolen plate on the car. So the cop pulled him over for that. The cop told him when he got out, he jumped out of the car. The cop told him to get back in the car. He didn't get back in the car. Just so you guys know, there's a law, there's a Supreme Court case that states that police officers have something called unquestioned command at a police stop in order to ensure their safety and the safety of the public. Excuse me. So somebody put where that case came from in the chat. It's something versus Michigan. I forgot. But so they have unquestioned command. So that means whatever a police officer tells you to do at a police stop, you're supposed to do it. No, you have to do it within, if it doesn't violate your constitutional rights. So they have all the leeway in the world to tell you what to do at a police stop to ensure the safety of everyone around, as long as it doesn't violate your constitutional rights. And so if they tell you to get back in the car, they tell you to get out of the car. You're supposed to do it if it's a legal stop, lawful stop. Now, you can go back and see the thing. My man was, you know, he was looking for his license. The brother, he was saying he was looking for his license. He told his homie that looked for the license. The homie couldn't find it. He said, oh, I'm about to come around to the other side of the car to get the license. The dude said, no, you're not. Which basically, you're not, he could have been going around to the other side of the car to grab a gun. The officer doesn't know. So that's why he tells you to stay in the car so they can control the situation. But he got out of the car, which made the situation more volatile. Then he says, I'm going to go around to the car to get my license because homeboy couldn't find it. So, excuse me. So that prompted the officer to grab him and say, no, you're not. No, you're not. So then the struggle happens. Then my man ran. That's called fleeing a police officer. You're not supposed to flee the police officer. You can't do that. So then he tried to flee, and this is what I try to tell everybody, you got to start pulling your pants up. Stop sagging. Y'all already know. It's already out there. Sagging came from in jail. It let people know, it let niggas in jail know that you was on the sweet side and you was giving up the ass. So any of y'all niggas who are sagging, that's what that says. It let niggas in jail know that you was on the sweet side of giving up the booty. But my man was running with his pants down. Didn't run but 2 feet because he couldn't run anywhere with his pants down. My man grabs them. They start struggling. So you can't struggle. You cannot resist arrest like that with a police officer. You cannot. I don't care what y'all niggas think. You cannot do that. Especially with everything else that was going on. If you want to get back at a police officer, you get back at a police officer after the stop. This nigga has all kind of weapons on him and able to deter you from doing that. You don't have them. And so when a police officer tells you to do this, again, it may be unlawful, but if you don't know the law, you don't know if it's unlawful. But even if it is unlawful, you don't argue and fight the police. You get back at them later. And then my man told his homeboy to grab the keys as he was handcuffing him. As he was trying to handcuff him, he said, grab the keys, grab the keys. Now, he could have been saying grab the keys in the car, but I don't believe that's what he was saying. He was talking about grab the keys. Then he grabbed the taser. He grabbed the police officer's taser as they was trying to go. So, which means he didn't leave the police officer any other weapon but his gun to subdue him with, because it was only him out there. It wasn't no other police officers. You can see, so again, it was a whole bunch of shit that was going on that this brother should not have been doing. Now, should the police officer have shot him in the back of the head? No. I say no. Now, I'm not in the situation scrapping with a dude, and I tried to shoot him a couple times with a taser, and he wasn't following. All of that, you have to put all of that into perspective. And see, Benjamin Crump, bitch ass, goes down there, and he looks at the thing, knowing that this brother should have stopped. As soon as the cop said, get back in the car, he should have got back in the car. After that, anything that happens from you not complying with the lawful order of a police officer is on you. It really is. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but that's why you niggas need to learn the goddamn law. Because so shit like this doesn't happen. And then you can go back if a police officer does violate your rights, then you can go back and get the nigga's ass later. But you fighting with a police officer at the goddamn stop ain't gonna do shit for you, even if your ass was Johnny fucking Cochran. If Johnny fucking Cochran fought the goddamn police, his ass would get shot. It don't fucking matter who you are and what you know. You cannot be fighting a police officer. And we know, yeah, white motherfuckers do this all the time. You ain't motherfucking white. So shut that bullshit up right there. Stop talking about what they can do and what you can't do. You can't do that shit right now. You're going to get your ass stomped. You're going to get your neck stomped on or the back of your fucking head blown out, as we have seen. You can't do what white people do right now. Why? Because you don't have the same type of privilege they have. But you can get the same knowledge they got. How the system is run, that's on you. The way they created the system, yeah, that's on them. But how to figuring out the system and how to fucking do what you need to do, that's on your ass. And I feel for that brother. That's a young brother, 26 years old, had no business being out of here this fast, this soon. Now his family's in grief. For some stupid shit that could have been prevented just simply. He may have been riding dirty, but nigga, you going to jail is way better than you getting your head blown off. On the lawn of somebody's goddamn fucking, on a stranger's lawn. That was absolute bullshit. That should not have fucking happened. That police officer should not have motherfucking shot him. Now, again, the police officer may have felt he didn't have no other weapons to be able to subdue him. He could have shot him in the leg that close. You could have shot the dude in the leg. You could have shot him in the foot. You could have shot him anywhere else but the fucking head. So that dude, he made a gangster decision at that point because he probably was tired of fighting with the dude and embarrassed and all this and that he couldn't subdue him. So a lot of that probably was playing, and he shot him in the back of the head when he could have just shot him anywhere other than that to wound him. So absolutely, the cop should not have shot him in the head. However, when you're fighting with a police officer, you can't say we're a police officer after you've been fighting with him this amount of times, and he don't know if you're gonna grab his gun or not to kill him or not. You can't say what he's supposed to do when he's in fear of his life to save his life after you've been fighting with him unlawfully. You can't say that. You have no fucking ground here. You weren't lawful. Nothing of what this man was doing was lawful. No matter how y'all want to spin it. Y'all don't want to, every time some shit like this happen, you want to get in the fucking street and start marching and talking about this and that and our rights and fucking all this bullshit instead of fucking sitting your ass down and picking up a fucking law book. And yeah, I'm cursing my ass off right now because now I'm in Dragon Aries mode because I'm tired of seeing this shit all the time. Based off some shit that is some simple shit. If you just pick up some fucking cards, pick up this goddamn book. Pick up something and learn the goddamn law, man. Basic shit. And yeah, I'm pissed right now because I'm sick of seeing this shit. That young brother should not be dead. Based off of simple ass law and rules that he could have known to deal with the situation. So I'm sick of this shit, man. Can't even promote the goddamn... I'm tired of this shit. Man, police stop law package. Start learning the damn law. Right here, know your rights manual so that you can learn your rights. Constitutional rights card. If he had something like this, he could have handed this to the police officers and said, I don't answer questions. When they came up to him and said, yo, where's your ID and all that? He could have handed them this first. Hand them all three of these and said, I don't answer questions. These are tools. This is armor for you to be able to use so that you don't get your head blown off. Simple shit like this. Yo, officer, I don't answer questions. Here. And then sit down and be quiet. And then let them figure it out. You don't have to help them with their investigation. Whatever the hell they trying to figure out, you zip. That's what you do. Shut your ass up. Right here, like I said, this is for the car. Constitutional rights card tells the police officers what you can do at the stop and what will happen to them if they violate your constitutional rights. Right here, this tells it on the back what will happen to them. Qualified immunity card. Because when they violate your rights, they get that qualified immunity, but they do not when they knowingly violate the law. So you get them on camera, alerting them that they're in danger of violating your rights. And when they do, they lose the qualified immunity. Simple as that. They lose it when they knowingly violate the law. Right here. This has all the court cases that says that that has that law. Excuse me. What's that, Q? Appreciate you. This is the court cases right here that backs all of that up. So you don't have to be doing all this crazy ass shit at these police stops. Y'all already know this has all the stuff you need to know. Everything that you need to know about traffic stops and foot stops or pedestrian stops, which are stops on foot. And then get at them when they violate your rights. Stop fighting with them. Stop running. You go and file a lien on their bond. You ain't got to do all this crazy shit. Stop dying at police stops, man. It's the dumbest shit. You are dying because y'all too lazy to goddamn sit your ass down and pick up a book and learn the law. Learn some simple principles to save your ass. It's crazy to me. God damn. Pick up some goddamn fucking flashcards, man. This takes 30 minutes a day. 30 damn minutes a day with you sit down with your kids so they don't get their heads blown off by dumbass cops who are scared of black people. Sorry, but I didn't see the super chat. Sorry, I'm fucking pissed. I'm in my shit right now. I'm sorry, I'm pissed. Sorry about that, man. Y'all, this is the energy that this brings. I have to talk to y'all like this because if I don't talk to y'all like this, y'all are nonchalant and apathetic to this stuff. Oh, man, yeah, you know, hey, my nigga, I'm gonna get you, you know, I'm just gonna learn that law, nigga. I've been watching you for 2 years, my nigga. I'm for sure, nigga. I'm gonna buy that shit. I promise you, I'm gonna learn that law, my nigga. I'm gonna learn that law. I know you've been talking that shit for 2 or 3 years, Kev, nigga. I feel that shit, nigga. I'm showing up, nigga. I'm gonna get that shit in about another month or so, nigga. Fuck that. Learn that shit now. They're coming for your rights now. They're coming for your whole shit now. On all levels. And unless you armor up with the rules to the game, I keep saying the law, but it's not the law, it's the rules to the game. If that helps you better to learn this shit, call it the rules to the game, to the Monopoly game. Pick up the rule book. Learn the basic rules so that you and your family are safe from these people who are scared of you. Police officers are scared of you. Did you see that dude? The police, if that dude was really fighting that police officer, he would have beat the shit out of that police officer. That police officer was tasing him and wrestling with him. He couldn't subdue that dude at all. The only thing that police officer had was the fear that the brother had of him pulling his gun and shooting him, which actually did nothing because the dude did it anyway. Which meant you should stop you should stop fighting. So everybody, realnuggets.com. If you're going to order the Great Book of Melanin Research, again, this thing, I'll give you the whole police stop law package for free. I've been doing that for the last 2 years. So you can't say that, oh, I ain't got money for all that. Well, get this. Get this right here. This is the dessert. And I'll give you some vegetables. All right? 'Cause I know. So, realnuggets.com. Get the Melanin book, Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy. I will give you the whole police stop law package for free. All right. That includes the cards. That includes the flashcards. That includes the bond book. That includes the constitutional rights cards and everything. You guys have got to be armored up, but not just with that. When you get that stuff, make sure you study it so that it's on your tongue. You can articulate this stuff when you do this. We have got to move. We got to move into a different paradigm, man. You got to start doing different shit if you want different results, man. Nigga gets shot, we march. 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 What the fuck is changing? What the hell is that shit changing? Nothing. They proud to let you niggas march because it don't move anything. Start walking up in there and start submitting paperwork and filing lists and putting liens on this and do paperwork move shit in a law society. In case y'all didn't know. Paperwork moves shit. Lead law. Policies move shit around. Unless you know that, you're going to be a slave to the system instead of making it work for you. All right, and that's my damn rant. I'm going to get out of here. I know I got a little pissed because I'm tired of seeing all of y'all getting mangled by the popo when all you got to do is learn your rights. But get on over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org. Also, we got the vaccine religious exemption card because they still haven't stopped on that. We see they got the Dragon V. They trying to force y'all niggas to get the Dragon V. So make sure y'all get this. This is at knowyourrightsfoundation.org right here. It's not in the book. It's not in the package if you ordered from Know Your Right. Real Nuggets. It's only at knowyourrightsfoundation.org. We need you guys to support that organization. Also, if you just want the police stop law package without the Great Book of Melanin Research, get on over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org. And also to volunteer, because we need people to volunteer to learn this stuff. As you can see, we need as many people knowing this, out there teaching this to the community as possible so that we don't get more of these. We don't get more brothers like this brother Patrick. And then Benjamin Crump showing up just to get paid, knowing damn well that brother did everything wrong at that police stop, but pumping the whole goddamn community up like there was no fault at all of the brother, which it was. Everything from the jump. And I don't want to say that, but I say that because the brother was ignorant of the law and what he could and could not do. And that's why from the jump he was misstepping. So everybody get on over there and get your stuff. I'm about to order me a turkey burger because turkey burgers are great. That's just how that goes. Let's see, I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything for y'all. So also make sure you get, let's say, get your neodymium magnets right here. Make sure you get your Beal sauce. Your Beal sauces. I'm working on mine. Y'all see I'm working. Beal sauce on a turkey burger is heaven, y'all. Just so y'all don't know. So in case y'all know. And then also the total package energy. Please get out there and support the melanated companies. These companies, I support companies who I work with, who I like, and they work. So I love Beal sauce. This stuff works. It helps to get me to do a lot of stuff when I'm tired. So get on over there and support. Appreciate you guys. Thanks everybody for hitting the super chat. Please watch that video, that documentary, Watch the Water. It's going to change everything. Make sure you send it to everybody that you possibly can. Everybody needs to wake up from this and understand that they are microdosing us. They are poisoning the microdose. Allegedly. They're allegedly microdosing us. And through the water. And so get some filters, get some water filters, get whatever you need to do. Stop drinking that tap water. Stop drinking tap water. All right. I'm out of here, y'all. I'll let y'all know.